Hello friends, welcome to the third lecture in lecture series on skill or typing test for SSC CHSL exam presented by W. In this lecture, we'll take up the most common doubts. In the last lecture, we have looked at calculation of errors and what are errors and what is the cutoffs. Now, let's get into most common doubts. So the first question, what is a key or depression? So what is a key or depression? This we have seen many times, like even in the pattern we saw that you will be given 2000 depressions passage, 1750 depressions passage and all. So generally a depression is any press of a keyboard button is counted as a key or depression with some exceptions. Suppose all alphabets, all numbers, all symbols and even space bar is counted as key or depression. But shift, backspace, delete etc. are not considered as key or depression because they do not print anything on screen. Okay, so this is key or depression meaning. Next, what if I do more than one type of a mistake in the same word? Suppose in the same word you commit multiple mistakes like spelling mistake, capitalization mistake and few other mistakes. So will you be penalized for 3 or 4 half mistakes or what is it? Let's look at the answer. So if you do only one half mistake, it will be treated as half mistake. This we know. But if you do more than one half mistake in the same word, you will be penalized for only one full mistake and not more than that. So at the maximum you can be penalized for a word is only one mistake at maximum. Okay, so you can't be penalized for more than one mistake in a word. So next, what software is used to conduct typing test? So SSC has its own software which you will not be able to find anywhere, so don't even waste time searching for it. So SSC will have its own software, and even in the test they'll provide you computer, and in that the software will be there and you'll have to take the test in it. But this software is almost similar to typing in WordPad or Notepad, because basically SSC software will be a plain screen as we have seen before, and it will be normal typing. So it will be just like typing in WordPad or Notepad. See, remember, it's not like typing in Microsoft Word, because in Microsoft Word there are some additional features like underlining the mistaken word there itself or auto correcting things. So that's why we stress on practicing only in WordPad or Notepad and not in Microsoft Word. Okay, so let's get into the next question. Will the mistakes be highlighted while typing? So no, the mistakes will not be highlighted in the actual exam. That's why do not use Microsoft Word, use only WordPad. And not just the mistakes, even the words which you are typing won't be highlighted in the exam. Like when you see in few typing softwares, so whichever word you are typing, that thing would be highlighted in the top to assist you. But in exam, even the word which you are typing won't be highlighted, and even the mistakes which you commit won't be highlighted for obvious reasons. If they are getting highlighted, then you can automatically correct, right? So they won't be highlighted. That's the answer here. Now let's get into the next question. Is backspace allowed? Can I correct the mistakes? Yeah, so you can obviously correct mistakes and any number of times. So after you start typing, if you find anything mistake, you can always go back, use backspace or move the arrow keys and go back to the word and correct it. So backspace and delete you can use any number of times, but beware of time. So obviously the time is very limited, so use the time very cautiously, and whenever you see a mistake you can correct, but be careful, you shouldn't miss typing because you are correcting few things, right? So the next question, can I be penalized for other mistakes which are not in the list provided before? So in the last lecture we have seen different kinds of errors. So can you be penalized for other mistakes which are not in the list? No, you can't be penalized for any other mistakes other than which are mentioned by SSC, but SSC can obviously mention it and then penalize. But so far if it doesn't mention, only these mistakes will be considered as errors. What if I finish the exam early? So this is one very common doubt. So the paragraph provided by you, the sheet of paper which is provided to you, is given in such a way that if you just type the entire paragraph in given time, you will qualify the skill test. After all, it is just qualifying. This is not counted in the merit list or something. So if you just type that passage, it's enough, you will qualify the test. And if you finish the test early, you should use that time to correct the mistakes, because see, remember, if you make many mistakes and your percentage error is more than a specified percentage, then you will be disqualified. So use that extra time to identify any mistakes you have done and correct them. And remember, never try to retype the passage thinking that if you type more you will be selected. No, you should never retype the passage. In fact, if you retype, you will be disqualified. So you should never retype the passage after you have completed the passage provided by them. Use that extra time only to correct the mistakes. Okay, that's it. Now the next question. What if I qualify in only one test? See, the answer is simple. If you qualify in any of the tests, there's skill test and typing test. If you qualify in any one test, you will be considered for that test posts. So if you qualify in both the tests, then you will be considered for all the posts. And depending on the merit list, you will be allotted the preference. I mean, according to the preference also, you will be allotted the post. So for example, suppose you qualify for skill test. A skill test is for data entry operator. And if you qualify for only skill test, then you will be considered only for data entry operator post. But if you qualify in only typing test and you do not qualify in skill test, then you will be considered for all other posts but not data entry operator posts. Okay, it's that simple. So if you qualify in one test, you will be considered for only that test corresponding posts. Next question. How should I become an expert in typing? Remember that you just need to qualify the test, and you can't be a topper in the test, and you not be also. No one will tell you that you are a topper, and no one will give any importance to it. So you just have to gain a decent typing speed to qualify this test. It's not a competition, it's a qualifying round. Okay, so do not try to master this. Do not try to become expert in typing, because that will just waste of time and it doesn't even help. You just need to gain enough decent speed so that you will be confidently able to crack this test. That's it. So although this typing is not difficult to learn, and it can be learned by anyone in fact, but it requires time. It can't be learned in just one night or 1 week. You have to invest a lot of time to learn typing. So keep it a habit to practice. I mean, daily allot some time to type anything. In fact, you can take our practice sets of passages. There's some 100 of it, and you can do 1 every day or 2 every day. That way you can learn, you can improve in typing. You can't just learn typing in one night. Okay, and in the next lecture, we'll discuss a detailed strategy like how to start learning typing, how to practice typing, how to become an expert, how to gain that enough decent typing speed. All this we'll cover in the next lecture, and we are sure if you follow it, you can crack it easily. So these are the most common doubts which we found will be many people's common doubts. But if you have any other extra doubts, you can always ask in the comment section. Anyone who knows it will answer, or else we'll only answer it. Okay. So that's it for this lecture. In the next lecture, we'll look at the best strategy on how to learn typing, how to practice typing, and few tips to remember. Okay, and thank you so much for joining me in this lecture. If you like the video, please like it and share it so that your friends will also get to know about this video. And please do subscribe so that you don't miss any of your future updates on these videos. Okay, thank you so much and have a nice day.